terrorism derives from the Latin dictionary and means to frighten. Social groups and individuals, namely political parties, nationalists, religious groups, revolutionaries, and even the ruling governments, who think that their concerns are not receiving the attention it deserves, use terrorism as a mechanism to gain access to the public sphere. On September 11, 2001, 19 men belonging to Al-Qaeda, a militant Islamist organization, hijacked 4 commercial airplanes and crashed 2 of them into the World Trade Center. News media outlets disseminated subjective coverage in newspapers, network television, radio, and over the internet. It is believed the media gave more coverage to the extremists and less coverage to the 3,000 people who lost their lives. Hence, wartime propaganda plays a significant role in exacerbating conflict. In a lucrative marketplace, mainstream journalists have the opportunity to create heroes, villains, victims, and degrade scapegoats. The aftermath of September 11 has seen a shift in the status and role of Muslims living in contemporary Western society. Australian media veterans have a tendency to polarize the wider community's cultural and political assumptions based solely on the demographic secular ideology. In 2005, Liberal backbenchers Sophie Panopoulos and Bronwyn Bishop made a nebulous claim to prohibit the wearing of headscarves in public schools, drawing explicitly on the image that Islamists are a homogeneous unit. Journalists, writers, editors, anchor persons, photographers, broadcasters, and producers doctor high-magnitude terrorism reports in order to generate fear and publicity. In fact, 51% of viewers believe the highly arousing nature of news coverage centralizing on terrorism made them feel more anxious, whilst it helped the remaining 16% cope with what was happening. Terrorism and counterterrorism are usually staged to create a media spectacle and appear on leading news bulletins. On the other end of the spectrum, news organizations supply terrorists access to the public agenda as they attempt to capitalize on the power of news media outlets in exchange for the right to spin and over-dramatize the truth. Despite the press's job to deliver accurate and balanced stories, an event must surpass a certain emotional threshold for media workers to even consider an incident. When news media is employed positively, it can become an instrument of conflict resolution and bring peaceful changes in contemporary society. However, when it is employed as a means to propagate intolerance and hatred, it becomes a negative force among efforts to cultivate peace. Following the deadly attacks on September 11, audiences must remain vigilant as news media establishments tend to exacerbate terrorism accounts and entice more viewers.